If you a woman, are you your man's first choice? If you a man, are you your woman's first choice? You know what I'm saying? How many of us actually end up with our first choice? Like, come on, bruh.
Damn. Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
Dad, in your experience as a landlord, what have you noticed about renting to a single man versus a single woman?
That's a good question. Glad you asked that one. Renting to a man, I've seen where when he comes in, he does his deal, he pays his money, keeps his place clean actually, which is surprising sometimes. For men, we can be sloppy sometimes. Keeps his place clean, pays his rent, and I notice if a woman comes over, starts, hangs out for the weekend or something, he doesn't ever let her move in. She never takes control of the domain. He controls his domain. She does her thing. She goes on her way. Maybe she comes back another day. They're friends, boyfriend, whatever. But he never lets her take over the domain. Now, what I've noticed, on the other hand, for single women, she will be there, moved in, and be living there for a while, a month or so. Everything is great. She pays her rent on time. She keeps her place clean. The next thing you know, a guy is coming over, staying. Well, the next thing after that, he starts controlling her domain. I come over to do I come over to do maintenance. I come in, I hear somebody playing PlayStation. The guy's on their little headset. He's yelling at the guy, and then there's two buddies there, and they're all playing PlayStation. I'm thinking, man, do these guys work or what? But she's out working her butt off, trying to pay the rent. But guess what? Never fails. The rent starts slipping. I don't know why, but I guess it's because she starts taking care of her man, and he starts controlling her bank account. I'm not sure.
Look, I can say as a grown man, I could never put myself in that position, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see somebody got the jazz getting thrown out by Uncle Phil meme right here. Ain't no way I'm about to sit at some woman's house all day and not be doing nothing, bro. I don't even see how niggas do that. That's different.
And you know what's funny about this is this dude's completely outside the culture. Okay, this is a white dude right here, and even he knows that all these boss babes, all these feminists that live on their own, and oh yeah, men are intimidated of us. Guess who they date? They date bums who don't work and move in. Okay, yeah, the bum moves in. And this is why they generalize, right? They generalize, oh, all men are losers, all men are intimidated. No, the men you date are losers, okay? The man you date is a reflection of you. And he said it the best. He said, look, everything's fine at first until some bum moves in. He's playing PlayStation, right? Doesn't have a job.
Cracking.
That's the archetype of the guy that moves into a girl who got her own shit. Okay, and then guess what happens? She stops paying the rent, right? But for the guy on the other hand, and I'm a guy like that, right? I live on my own, keep my place clean. I have girls over, but I never let them take over the domain.
Hell
I
no.
never let them move in. Okay, hell no.
Bro, you cannot let your desires dictate your domain or you as a person. I made that mistake where I was interviewing girls for content and I let my desire for that woman overshadow what my purpose was for getting her there to do the content. And the content came out trash. Instead of me keeping the main thing, and focusing on the content, I was so focused on my desire that I let the content slip away. And I missed out on the opportunity to have some great content. I learned from that, though. Never again. Any interview that I have with girls moving forward, the content is going to be the main thing, bro. Straight up.
Okay, but the feminist, loser, Pookie, Ray always moving in. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I think one of the biggest burdens to bear as a beautiful woman is to know truly how terrible men really are. People think that men won't do it to you when you look good. Men will do it to you because you look good. Not only that, but...
So what is this saying about women that don't look as good? Is this a unconscious way of saying you should be treated better because you look better? You know what I'm saying? Or am I reaching? I'm reaching. Okay.
I see a side to men that scares me. People's husbands, people's boyfriends, people's partners, fathers, like the things that I've heard, the things that I've seen, the things that I've seen as a beautiful woman. The burden is yeah. I think you guys know what I'm getting at.
No, we don't. Start describing what the fuck you talking about.
Now look, I respect her. Pretty face. She got the Becky cap on, so you know, I'm sorry, I just can't consider you a beautiful woman if you got a Becky cap on, respectfully. But I guess she assumes that because she's a beautiful woman, she expects better treatment from men. And you could if you choose better. Okay? The fact that men are treating you poorly is a reflection of you as the man you choose. Just like the guy in the last video, he said, guess who moves in? A dude playing PlayStation with his boys. He doesn't work. The same type of dude that this girl probably dates herself. Yeah, and she thinks, oh, it's because I'm beautiful. Has nothing to do with you being beautiful. You make poor choices. And let me tell you something. Dating's hard for everybody. It's hard for attractive men. Okay? The truth of the matter is most people have bad tastes, and that's the people they invest in, men and women. So you got to choose fairly well if you're a person in the dating market. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Going through a man's social media following list is not insecurity, it's actually due diligence, and I need y'all to stop pretending that it's this big old bad insecure thing when it should actually be standard protocol. If you're not going through that man's following list, you need to start doing so effective immediately.
This what she got time to do. This is what she make her time for, going through a man's following list, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna find something you don't want to see. That's gonna happen. If you go looking for it, you're gonna find it, bro. What happened to, I don't got time for this. I don't got time for that. Well, what you got time for then? Going through my following list? Man, come on, bruh.
Like today. Yeah. I need you to start doing that today, right? Because attraction is not accidental. Attention is not neutral. And patterns never lie. The best way to find out what kind of man you're dealing with is to go through that following list and see what digital environment he's curating for himself. If his
the same one that attracted you. Think about that. More than likely, the dude she talking about, she saw him on Instagram. It's a high possibility that's what it was. And he curated his Instagram profile to attract women. And he probably used it to attract you. You know what I'm saying? How you think you got here? Because you saw something you liked and it worked.
Damn.
digital environment is saturated with access, lust, unchecked desires, baby, that's not harmless. That's actually a leading indicator. This man is doing you a favor and providing you data as to why you should not be dealing with him. A lot of people try to...
But I say this all the time. I know I keep interrupting, but I said this a bunch of times. These women will get up here and tell you every single way on how to catch a man doing something, how to leave a man, how to do this, how to do that, but they don't never tell you any ways on how to keep them. They don't never show you any ways on how to find positive or move in good faith. It's all negative, 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 bro. Well, why can't a woman get up here and tell you this is what you do to keep them? This is what you do to make them happy. This is what you do to be the best version of yourself in a relationship, right? You like, come on, bro. Where's that person? Where's that woman? Why we always get all this negative bullshit? Like, come on, bro.
Tell me that, oh, I'm crazy and I don't care. I don't care.
Because me, personally, you want to go through my shit, you don't got to sneak and do it. I'm going to let you go through it. I'm going to let you find whatever the fuck it is you want to find, bro. Because you going to find it. I'm telling you that now. You going to find it, bro. Like, come on, bro.
My favorite way to push back for people that say that that's a form of insecurity, I always say, in leadership, you always audit behavior before you assign responsibility. So you are telling me that you are willing to get into a relationship with someone before you even audit their behavior. Okay, that's actually very telling of you and your character.
You see, the problem with women like this is they swear they know why a guy's following who he's following. You never know. I follow beautiful women, not because I want access and I'm so lustful and I'm just a lustful person. Oh my God. Because
Lil Wayne set the standard when he said, I got a sign on my dick that say bad bitches only. You have to set the standard. These women need to know, bro, this is my standard. We not going below this. None of that. Bad bitches only. Beautiful women only. Only. Chris Brown said it. Bad bitches only. Na, 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 na. Only. Like, come on, bro.
For me personally, if there's gonna be all these beautiful women on IG, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, I like seeing beautiful women. So yeah, curate my page where every time I open up this app, I see beautiful women. What does it say about me? That I like beautiful women? Y'all think is what it says about us is that we're gonna be on only scams, paying money, you know what I'm saying, monthly to try to talk to these girls. Not necessarily. I watch what's for free. I'll look at you for free. That's what I want to do. But it's funny to me because she says lots of people call her crazy. You are crazy. You are insecure. What a man follows says very little about him. Yeah, like, again, women look at the wrong actions of men. All men like beautiful women. Let me repeat this. All men like beautiful women. This idea that you find a man, oh, he's so lustful, that don't mean nothing. Y'all worship, oh, who is he liking? Who's he commenting under? And the funny part about this is she's exactly who she's worried about. She's the exact type of girl she don't want to see in your follow list. Here's an example. Does this look like a lustful pose? Does this like she's...
That shit look AI. That's her? That don't even look real.
thirst trapping? This is her. Does this look like a lustful pose? Does this look like she's thirst trapping? This is her. This is her. So tell me if she finds herself on your follow page, oh yeah, she don't feel like you're a good person.
Then you gotta ask, well, who the fuck she doing this for? Because if she in a relationship, why she posting pictures like this? You know what I'm saying? She get mad at you when you post a thirst trap, but she can do it? Hell nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta look at you. This is what you doing. I'm supposed to... Man, come on, bro. I'm supposed to be in a relationship with you and you over here trying to make other niggas thirsty. Like, come on.
You're not worthy, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly you're very lustful, right? This is one picture. Take a look at this picture. Yeah, this is her, right? And now if you go on her website, if you go on her profile, I'll show you even worse pictures of that. She got pictures of her posting from behind. Her back's towards the camera. I wonder who made that picture popular, right? This modern era where people pose with their butt facing the camera first. That's what they do. And they think they're slick. They think they're slick. So I see this, and when I see this, look, even more. Examples of she's the kind of girl she don't want you to follow, but she's gonna behave like that because she wants the same attention of the girls you're following. Make it make sense. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Bruh. You made it this far into the video and you haven't hit the like button yet?
Damn.
Oh yeah, and subscribe.
What's up with that Instagram shit?
I'm glad you asked. Follow me on Instagram.
You are only as cool as the guy you are fucking. If you are sleeping with a loser that all he does is smoke weed, all he does is get drunk with his friends, all he does is vape, all he does is doesn't go to the gym, he wakes up at 12 in the afternoon, doesn't participate in anything like outside of like in life, and he's just a loser and hangs around shitty people and it's just like a loser, like you are stooping down to that level. And especially if you are getting with men that you know are shitty people and horrible people, you're just as bad as them. Because you're like...
Man, look, she pretty, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't be having these type of problems. She pretty as a bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, she shouldn't even be talking about this shit. Like, what the... I don't know, bro.
They're enabling this behavior because no matter what they do, somebody will still be there to entertain it. So, do not fuck losers. Do not be a loser because that is going to tie into your self-worth. It's like...
No, niggas in the hood, you'll be surprised how many niggas in the hood would crash out for this girl, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see, all right, we could all sit here and be like, man, she just a regular girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to do too much for this. Whatever, bro. I know niggas that lost their life because of some female, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know at least 2 niggas that lost their life because of some female. And it won't necessarily just about the female, but it was behind the female. Niggas that I never see again, You know what I'm saying? Niggas that's dead and gone forever because of some female, bro. I can still remember the last time I dapped them niggas up. I remember the last conversation we had. I remember all that shit, bro. I remember the last time I seen that nigga. Bro, come on, man. That nigga dead and gone forever because of some female. Dog. So I don't want to hear, oh, she regular, she basic. No, this girl is pretty, bro. Niggas will crash out behind this, man. That's why I be like, man, look, she too pretty to be talking about the dumb shit she talking about right now.
Say one thing for me, if I see the kind of girls that a guy has dated and I'm like, ooh, like, and it's just something like absolutely just like not like my vibe, and I'm like, that will turn me off. Like, if it's the kind of girl that it's like I deem like, oh my gosh, like, even if he's hot and like he has like all the checks off my list, and I see the girls he's dated, like, immediately turns me off.
But this is exactly why I say the standard: bad bitches only, beautiful women only. Women look at all that shit, bro. She just said it out of her own mouth. If I'm talking to a guy and I see the girls that he's talked to in the past and they're not pretty, I'm like, ew, no, I don't even want it no more. Dog, I'm telling you, dog, this is why you have to set the standard. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get the reputation as the guy that date mid to ugly bitches. You want to get the reputation, at the very least, get the reputation as the guy that date pretty girls, cute girls. You know what I'm saying? You want to be known as the dude that can get pretty women. You don't want to be known as the dude that... Man, come on, bro. It matters. It matters, dog. All this shit matters, dog.
Respect for yourself and stop fucking losers.
Very funny, very interesting. It makes you think about the very first video of the woman who can't pay her rent, the single woman who can't pay her rent because she's taking care of a loser. She's taking care of Pookie Ray Ray. And a lot of these women think, oh yeah, I'm such an attractive, desirable woman. I have a high-paying job. But you're sleeping with losers, right? And we call this assortative mating. Okay, losers sleep with losers, winners sleep with winners. If you're a woman and you're sleeping with a weak man, you know what that says about you? You're weak. You're weak. You're not strong enough to be led by someone that has strength, that has character. Instead, you need to control a man, take care of him, so you can feel like you have, so you could feel like, oh, you know what? I got these things on the wrap. Like, he can't leave me. He can't hurt me because he needs me. Yeah, you want people to be dependent on you so you don't get left. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I agree with her. If you sleep with losers, you're a loser. But to tell someone not to be a loser, that's easier said than done. A lot of these girls, they can't help it. They grew up with the feminist mindset. They're born losers, natural born losers. Anyway, I thought it's very interesting. This new law, I guess, it passed in China in February. Take a look.
In China, divorce rate has gone down 70%. And this is because of the new divorce laws implemented February of this year, 2025.
So, why are we talking about divorce in China? Think about that. Think about the conversation itself, bro. This lady was pressed to tell us about this news. First of all, back up from the camera, shawty. Second, why is divorce a topic that we need to know so much about? Bro, what are we trying to accomplish here, man? What's the goal here? The goal is not divorce. You know what I'm saying, bro? Look, I'm going to let the shit play.
70%. And this is because of the new divorce laws implemented February of this year, 2025. What changed, you ask? Well, assets aren't automatically split anymore. If a house is in the husband's name, she has to prove financial contribution, or she gets nothing. Also, there's a 30-day cool-down period. If both parties want a divorce, they have to wait 30 days. And within those 30 days, either one can withdraw and cancel the divorce. A lot of guys are with this, but a lot of women are like, that's not fair. If she was a stay-at-home mom and couldn't financially participate in the bill, she's asked out. The fact he could cancel the divorce within 30 days if she wants to get out. I don't know, it's controversial, but the divorce rate has gone down. But the marriage rate has also gone down. Some guys are saying, let's try this in the U.S. But what do you guys think?
I think we lost the plot. That's what I think. Because the conversation is divorce. Is divorce... All right. Everything has its time and place, right? Divorce has its time and place, I'm pretty sure. But at the same time, could we consider divorce itself a privilege? Because just think about it. It's got to be somewhere in this world where divorce isn't even an option. And we talking about this shit over here like it's just another thing to do. Divorce. Did you know the divorce laws and you can get this and you can get that? I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out, bro. What are we talking about? We talking about divorce? This is the topic of conversation? Man, come on.
Absolutely do this in the U.S. I got nothing against the institution of marriage. I have a huge problem with the legislation behind it. I don't like it. I don't like the laws that we have now. We're allowing the court system to be a weapon for women, to steal money from the man. She just shows up. She didn't earn anything. She didn't put no contribution to the house, and now she gets half. Why? Why? Why are we allowing women to steal and I'm about to say a bad word, our men, right? Why are we allowing that to happen? Like, for what? Like, and all we're doing is encouraging and rewarding bad behavior. So China, they made one change, right? And that's how assets are split up. They made one change, and divorce rates are down by 70%. Hey, say what you want to say about the CCP and their dictatorship, but at least they care about their people, okay? They care. They're a benevolent dictator, okay? They care about their people. Now, the thing I think about in America is, in America, they don't care about us. They allow us to criticize them, but they don't really care about us. They want to destabilize the family. They want to destabilize the home. There's a lot of women don't have no idea that all the propaganda, and people are like, oh, propaganda, feminist propaganda. It's not propaganda. I'm thinking for myself. No, you're not. Listen, I know you guys see a lot of advertisement on television, okay? Y'all think the only thing they're advertising is products and services? No, they're also promoting and advertising ideologies.
It's subconscious. I see it in commercials all the time. This is why I started disliking television commercials, right? Because I would see them show it without saying it. It was the unspoken energy between the people on the TV that displayed a message, and we received it subconsciously. Yeah, the product on the TV or the service on the TV, they talking about the product or the service, but it's the things that they're not talking about but showing that's sending an even deeper message. I can't think of any examples right now, but if you watch TV and you look at the commercials and you really pay attention to what's going on and what's not being said, then you could consciously pick up on the messages that they're placing right in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Attitudes, values, okay? Talking points. They're trying to convince people, persuade people with biased information.
Same thing with TV shows.
Okay? Biased information to go down one route compared to another. People don't understand how malleable public opinion is. And this is why the billionaire perverts do exactly what they do when it comes to PR and propaganda. They know that they can control and manufacture cooperation. They can create consent just by stimulating your mind with advertisements, right? That's why we're here, the popular term, decenter men. Yeah, that was a popular PR campaign. Y'all didn't even know about it. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Hottest thing a man can do, and this is very hyper specific. This is gonna be when you guys have come back from your work day, or you guys haven't seen each other, or like whatever, you guys came from different places and you guys are meeting up, right? And usually we go in for like, oh my god, hi, like a hi hug or like hi kisses, right? This for kisses. When men grab us by like our like back of the neck and like the shoulder area, and then kind of, okay, like let's say she's coming from this direction.
I don't know what that man doing, because I'm going for the waist, the lower back, the ass. Nigga, I'm not trying to grab.
So you're going to grab on her right, this area, like this part where it goes like this from neck.
Oh, that's where he going wrong at. Why is you grabbing her shoulder and neck, right? That's your woman, bro. If you don't pull her body close to yours, man, come on.
Shoulder, grab that area and then pull her in, and then you're going to go in for a kiss. The reason why when you pull in is that it comes off as more assertive. So it's like you're initiating it. The next time you guys are like, oh my god, hi, and then you pull her in and you kiss. That's nice. Or you could also grab her by the waist, but I think like this part is nicer because it's like a little more friendlier.
We not friends. You my woman. All right, we can be friends and be in a relationship. What I'm saying is, in that moment, I'm not trying to be friends. I'm not trying to be friendly. I'll be gentle. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to be gentle. But in that moment, I'm grabbing that waist, that lower back, that ass.
I don't know what's more friendlier, actually. Both are nice. This area or shoulder or waist, and then you grab her in. And pulling in, I think, is the key. So it shows that, like, she's like, oh my god. And maybe it'll lead to something. Who knows?
Shout out to her, because I think she does like this. And, Asian women, man, China, Asian, okay. What I think about this personally is I think that this could potentially work. I don't do this. I do think you should go for the first kiss. But I like to ask for it, right? I want consent.
Oh, they talking about first kiss. Okay, I'm thinking they talking about we in a relationship. She said coming home from work or something. I don't know, man. Look. All right, first kiss. I don't know. I think a girl kind of lets you know when she wants you to, like, you just got to pick up on that shit, I guess. I don't know, man.
I want verbal consent, and that's just my game. But if your game is to grab and take a kiss, then go by all means take a kiss. I know there's opportunities where that would work over than asking. Some people would, if you just put it lay them lips on a girl, she'll probably be. Some women are more welcoming to that than just asking. They're maybe too shy or too timid. So, very interesting that she says that. It just shows you, the seductiveness of an Asian woman. Check it out. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Getting chose when you find out there's another woman has to be like the craziest feeling ever, because why you choose me? Like, you ever sit there and wonder, like, when it came down to it and these men choose between two women, if you're the one that got chose, why did he choose you? And of course...
Damn, hey, bro, I tell you, women gonna find a problem with everything, bro. She found a problem with getting chose. Damn.
Sit here and start thinking about all your accolades. Like, I'm a good cook. I've got a good degree. I've got this. I've got money. I've got motion. But men don't really care about that. So you start thinking like, nah, for real, why did he choose you? And I don't feel like enough women sit around and think about the fact that maybe that other woman told him to go over there with you.
Man, look, if it came down to that, I'd say F both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'll just be by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because if these the conclusions you coming to in your head, right? Even though my actions have showed that I want you, then it don't matter what I do. It don't matter how much I perform. It don't matter how much I show I love you. It's not going to be good enough because you always going to have this doubt in your mind. You worried about the next bitch, right? You not focused on what we got going on. You worried about, well, what if she told him to? All right, bro. All right.
Like, a lot of y'all be thinking y'all get chose, but you really just be the last option. You was always plan B. And it is like one of the craziest experiences to...
And I've asked this question before. How many of us are the person that we with, right? How many of us are their first choice? If you a woman, are you your man's first choice? If you a man, are you your woman's first choice? You know what I'm saying? How many of us actually end up with our first choice? Like, come on, bruh.
Actually experience an adulthood when these men get to the point where they are serious about love and relationships. They date more than one woman at a time, right. 9 times out of 10. And a lot of women like to think that they are the only one, and that's cute. You can live in Delulu land, like that's your boyfriend, but that's her boyfriend too. So they just don't know about another woman. And a lot of women aren't going through phones like they used to. They don't want to do the research. They just, find out how they find out. Oh, you've been dealing with him for 3 years. I've been dealing with him for 2. That's just how it goes, right? And then, like, when it gets down to it and you find out about another woman and he's left with the option to choose between you two and he chooses you, do y'all never not think, like, maybe he chose me because, like, she said she wasn't going for it, like, choose her? Or, like, what if he chose you because, like, you're his favorite dummy? Like, what if he knows, like, he can just get away with a lot more with you?
Hey, shawty, you got all the freedom in the world to leave. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, and he chose you because you're his favorite dummy, and that's the conclusion you came to, well, by all means, leave then. You know what I'm saying? You have that freedom. You have that option. You have that choice. Bye.
So much to uncover and unpack in this. But it sounds like to me is a woman wants you to have options. But she don't want to feel like, oh, you chose her by default. That this is your last choice. You had no other options. She wants to feel like you have the pick of the litter and you chose her. And it's very strange that women want this, because if that's the case, a lot of times you won't get picked. Right? Yeah, and a lot of times I expect the man to just be this super ladies man where he's just seducing everybody. No, sometimes, the way women, it's just so wild to me that this is the thought process of some women. It's just like, what? You're upset that like he's talking to you, he's talking to other girls, but it's not working out? That's a good sign. That means you guys have chemistry and maybe they don't. But she wants a man that has chemistry with everybody. Again, women want a man that doesn't cheat, but he could cheat. Like, why does it bother you that some other girls fell apart? Now you feel like, oh, you're the only dummy that put up with this. That's what I mean. Women want to feel like other women want you just as much. They would prefer that. They
want to feel like they won you. They want to feel like you chose them. Like, you chose them out of everybody, even though he could have got the rest of them.
That you have options to choose between you, her, and her, and you don't know who you want to choose. They don't want to be the situation where everyone else, you failed at everybody else and you only succeeded with her. So what does that let me and you know? It lets me and you know that you need to go out there and date multiple women simultaneously and succeed, right? Succeed. Don't give away your commitment to a girl too easy. They're not going to appreciate it. They never appreciate it. It's a sad thing, but that's the reality we live in. Anyway, I thought this is the last video here, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Take a look.
Someone on here made a video a couple weeks ago, and they said that they were envious of the people whose mothers told them that everybody was jealous of them growing up. Please do not be envious of those women. They are some of the worst human beings that I have ever met in my entire life. The women who believe that everyone is jealous of them, their friendships are always rooted in competition, and their friendships are always rooted in jealousy because their parents have quite literally wired their brain to believe in a false narrative. If they are not above other people, they will feel so low. And that's because their self-esteem is rooted in competition. So if they're not winning the competition, this fake competition in their head, then they will feel so low about that. Their self-esteems plummet. They also haven't learned to be in healthy community with other women because the mother that told her child that it's like her daughter was an extension of her. So she's projecting that everybody is jealous of you on her daughter. So her daughter is going to take that and then look at other women as threats and as innate competition, even when there is no threat or there's no competition. They are extremely delusional and they center themselves in a friendship. It is not about you, it is solely about them. And if you start to get any sort of attention, they will feel entitled to your attention. Anytime.
You know what's funny about this? And it just shows you how catty women are. Women can't stand each other. This archetype that she's describing, it's popular. You know why? These are the princess women, the women that they swear it's so important that they're raised to believe that they're a princess and daddy's princess and they're the most important thing in the world. You're not a princess. You're a regular person. Your dad's not a queen. Your dad's not a king. Your mom's not a queen. You are regular. Okay, you might have value. I'm not saying you don't have any value, but all this, you're a princess, you're number one, you're the top, and everyone's beneath you. It really wires people to have this unrealistic ego. Their unrealistic view of themselves. Right? So now you're raising your children to be arrogant. And a lot of them don't, and it's fragile arrogance because it's not really built on anything other than brainwashing, right? Conjecture. It's not based on anything real. So I say this because a lot of women are struggling with this right now. They've had a father in their lives. They had a mother in their life. But both of their parents try to make them believe that no one else is better than them. Well, yeah, in your parents' eyes, you're the most important person, but not in the world. So they really are delusional. They're not connected to reality. And I think a lot of women are struggling with that problem today. I see it all the time. And probably explains why a lot of women are single, unhappy, and on antidepressants.
Damn.
Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel below.
Yeah. Let me talk about in the comments. Y'all ain't talking about nothing in the comments. Look, man. Y'all like the video, L-I-K-E, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Bruh, you recording?